Right, now Craig, I have to start off by saying, first of all, I'm very fortunate on this show because I get to meet a lot of celebrities. But I found out yesterday I was going to interview you. And I just felt quite nostalgic, and I felt really happy because I remember when you came out with your first single, Rewind. And to me, it just breathed a whole new life into the UK music scene. So I want to thank you for doing that because you just changed the scene for all of us.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah, now also your recent album is, let's have a look, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, had to get it in the right order, which is a tribute to all the Motown classic songs.
Yeah.
Why a remake album?
Do you know, it was something I wanted to do for years. And you know, when you're making studio albums, it's all about new material and what's the new thing that you're going to come with. But I just thought, you know what, I'm 4 albums, studio albums deep. Why did I not come with an album that's just something that I've always wanted to do, of songs that I love? That's why, as much as it feels like it's Motown, there's songs like I Wonder Why, which is just one of my favourite pop songs that I used to listen to way back in the day. So it's just a collection of my favourite songs and me pushing myself a little, because I know that those songs were seriously well-known, well-performed songs by the original artist.
And you have to do them really well.
Yeah, so we had to kind of do them justice.
So it was a challenge, I suppose, in many ways, wasn't it? Now, talking of Motown, you're a big fan of Michael Jackson. He recently did his tribute concert. How did that feel? It
was amazing to perform at such an important event. I mean, I think ultimately everybody would have loved for Michael to be on stage performing those songs. That's what it comes down to, and I think that everyone was so excited about the O2 Arena shows that he had so many lined up. But with the unfortunate passing of him, it was something that was important for people to still remember his songs. That's the legacy that Michael left. Regardless of people's thoughts on what went down and how that situation was with his death, and the controversy of the family half being into the performance happening and some not, I was just like, you know what, it's in Wales, which is not in London, which is in Cardiff in Wales. So it's a slightly off the track and path, and it's giving fans of Michael Jackson the opportunity to see current artists from myself, Christina Aguilera, Neo, performing some of his classics. So when I stepped up and did Human Nature, I mean, wow, I mean, you got the power of that song, his original band playing. Amazing.
One of your recent songs, I think it was Let's Dance, was chosen by Paula Abdul to be performed by X Factor contestants, which is, you know, quite an honour. What do you think of those kind of programs, talent shows like that?
I mean, I think they're great. I think things have changed, you know. It's like I think if I had the opportunity 10 years ago...
I was going to ask you, would you enter something like that 10, 12 years ago?
Probably not, but it's like...
Why not though? Why not?
No, the only reason is because I was writing songs. I was so heavily kind of like focused about what my style was, and I was DJing at the time, so I knew what I wanted to do. Those shows are great at showcasing your talent, but don't necessarily give you the opportunity for you to do what you may want to do. You tend to sing songs that are chosen for you by someone else, and what people think your style should be. So you already build this kind of rapport, if you win or don't win the show, of who you are, when actually you could be a rock artist, but you've been told to do R&B, and it's just, it throws people off. So I mean, I love them. I think it's great, some of the performers who've won, but for me, stick to what the way I went, you know.
My brother is a massive fan of yours, and he wanted me to ask you a question. We've both seen you perform live, and your voice as an acoustic set is amazing. He wants to know if you'd ever do an acoustic album.
Yeah, I mean, so many people have said, why don't you just do an acoustic album? And to be honest, there's no real reason why. But I just think that the accumulation of another studio album for me, and then I feel like, you know what, there's enough hit songs to almost do a greatest hits studio guitar album. Because I'd want to do it justice in a way that people see it on stage and they capture that on the album. Going into a studio and trying to do that, it feels a little bit clinical. When you're on stage in front of a crowd, it's like, there's a hype about it. So I'd want to capture that, which means I'd need to be, okay, from this day to this day, when I do my acoustics, we record it properly and we'll capture the moment.
Yeah, you need that live sound, don't you? All right, now I'm going to end with something. As a serious professional journalist that I am, I've made up the Craig David game, right? It's a very serious game. I've used song titles to make questions, and you have to answer them quickly but thoughtfully, okay? I'm going to start off with an easy one. Out of all the 7 days in the week, which one is your favourite? Why it means so much to you?
Wednesday.
Because?
the song title does kind of say about meeting the girl Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was a nice day. Yeah.
Okay,
to be honest, all the way up to Sunday was pretty cool.
Okay. Right now, if you had to rewind any moment in your life, what would it be and why? Any moment in your life?
Being told I had my first #1.
How did you feel?
I was a very kind of cool kid, so I tried to hold it down, but my smile came out like crazy. It was like a Cheshire cat. I was like, yo, this is...
Okay, I think you can finish this song title. When it comes to ice cream,
what's your flavour?
what is your flavour?
Give me a little chocolate cookie dough mixed with a little bit of pecan and some caramel sauce. Oh yeah, you got to know what you want in life.
All right, now if you could buy any fast car in the world, which one would it be?
The new Lamborghini Aventador. It's a pretty cool new Lamborghini,
cool.
yeah.
All right, and finally, what just gets better and better with age for you?
As life does. Life does, you know. It's just like there's something about the more experiences you have, the more you're trying to actually turn into a kid. I try and get younger as I get older.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean?
That's me, yeah.
Re-educate yourself. Forget. No disrespect if you're at school and you're learning and education and everything, but there's one thing taking all the information in and then regurgitating it all out in a test.
Yeah.
And then there's things that I did in terms of just doing music and just never wasn't that academic. And I've had this incredible life. So I think just use the right side of your brain, a bit more creative, and use your intuition, have fun.
All right, Craig, it has been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.